Well, this is Morning Express, you're right, and thank you for joining us on this third day of July 2015. The time now is 26 minutes after 7, and it's time for us to delve into the hot topics. And as usual, not only do we deal with hot topics, but we have a hot panel. Smita, can you keep quiet? This is my time to... What are you guys discussing?
No, Julie's trying to...
When I'm supposed to be doing such a hot intro...
Julie's trying to pickpocket me, honestly.
Anyway, hot topics is where we are at, and let me introduce the panel. Smita, keep quiet, please. Okay. And I'll start off with the lovely Oshin.
I thought you were going to say my name. Oh my God.
For a split second.
Oh my God.
I just totally went blank. But anyway, Oshin, it's because of you, Smita. Oshin, and who is a blogger. And yeah, I read your blog. You blogged about us.
Yay!
Thank you. She enjoys the show. And Karibu Sana, good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be back. And don't worry, I have that effect on people.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Modesty is clearly not one of them.
There's an effect.
I haven't woken up yet. I'm not a morning person, so this is all still
and this is you before you wake up?
Modesty.
Oh, man. Then wait till we see you like at 12 when you're awake. All right. We also have the one and only noisemaker, Smita, who is, I almost called you a cartoonist, but
you almost called me a douchebag.
Cartoonist or cartoon?
No, actually, as per last week, we had agreed we're in the process of trying to retrieve that title from you, to undouchebag you. And I can see you've done well. He has a new hairstyle.
Inspired by genius. Why should you be the only Rasta man looking good? Guys are telling me you are unkempt. Yeah, today I'm kempt.
Today you're very, you even have a tie.
Yeah, today I'm kempt.
You
I'm
even
with the
have
lovely Julie.
Yeah, and next to, oh, by the way, Oshin, it looks like it's just us who are not, dreadlocks. You're beginning to make us feel like we're marginalized.
Rastafari.
In the minority.
We are minority. Anyway, that's Smita. Then we also have Julie, who is a revised editor. Thank you, Julie, for coming.
Thanks, Mike.
And I think I'll see you after this so that you can tell me how to get my dreads on. At this rate, I'm beginning to feel very, minority.
Yeah, just use this Ramadan period to grow a big beard.
And then?
And then you color it red.
And then? That's not dreadlocks.
And then you go to Medina. What do you mean and then?
And then what? He's talking about dreadlocks.
All right. That's our panel for Hot Topics this morning. And let's start off with our Hot Topics. And of course, we cannot start anywhere else other than the fact that Lupita, finally, we've been talking and saying, she's come to Uganda, akapita. Sijui she came for her sibling's wedding, akaenda. Now, finally, she's here. Excitement?
Yes. Especially I was with Sophia the other night and I reminded her how she's been dying for Lupita to come this whole time. And I'm like, are you happy now? She's like, yeah, but
Did she get
she's trying to play it cool. I'm like, yo, just let it out. You're happy.
Yeah, it's okay. You can express your feelings that she's around. Yeah. Smita, are you excited she's around?
Lupita didn't even go away after the sister's wedding. Yeah. She didn't go. Pulse did that story last week, and then Saturday did, because one of our paparazzis, I think it's that, what's the photographer called? Is it Kemboy? He found her was it Tuesday? Yes. Like a week before, she was Kujeng. He busted at Kempinski. He had gone for a function, then he saw somebody like in a buibui. Yeah, and then he thought it's Oshin, then he looked again.
I know, right?
She was a bit darker, then he looked at the dark skin. He was like, wait a minute, that's Lupita. Took pictures, then Resi Squad grabbed him, then, deleted. First they wanted to find out if he's an assassin. Then they deleted the pictures, but it was Lupita. So girls just been hanging around.
She's been in Kenya
incognito, in a buibui, hiding in expensive hotels. And in Senator Nyong'o's home.
At Senator
Nyong'o's house, her dad's house, and among elephants. And you hide behind an elephant, it's hard to
chances are you'll not be seen. Okay, I don't know, Julie, do you feel the electrifying atmosphere of Lupita's presence?
That's one way to put. I just think all the hype, all the Hollywood hype, you have to go through her manager. Her time is so precious, and the way the whole thing has been spun, has made her inaccessible, and she's come home. So I
think it's about time Kenyans realize that she's not just a Kenyan, but an international
Thank
star.
you.
But she is still a Kenyan. So what about like humility and girl next door type
who's
thing?
an international star? As in, I think it was Michelle Ngele who was covering the story when she first did the press conference, and from what she was saying is that there was international media, then there was us. Which, of course, some were saying it's that, but really, she is an international star. She's Kenyan, yes.
But what does that mean? What does being an international star mean? It means that you don't talk to people? It means that
it just means that you're more protected. You're
protected because? What are you protecting?
Because we had this conversation. You're a big star now. Yeah, you can't just be accessible to anybody because, oh, you're Kenyan, you're in Kenya, you have to be Mtuawatu, anybody can come.
No, but just as a person.
I'm with Julie on
you
this.
have that status now, that prestige.
You know, I've been around for a long time in this celebrity thing. It's very different from America. Kenyans don't care. Yeah? They don't care. Mike, I'm sure guys say, you're on TV, you're sitting there. Even if you're international, yeah, guys just say hello. Yeah, sometimes they even pretend.
No, but you see, you're saying
but that
they
means
don't
they
care,
do
but
care.
the reason why
that's why they're acting
the
like
reason
that.
why they were catching feelings, as it were, is because they felt there is international media and there is you guys. They felt there is record squad protecting our own who we cannot access. Like now, the guy you've talked about, Kembo, he took a picture and you cannot keep that picture. Yes. It's no longer public material.
Yes, but nobody, what Julie, as Julie is saying, no one really cares.
No, I'm not saying that no one really cares.
But they care.
I'm just saying that
we don't care.
That's why they're acting like that.
Even if you isolate yourself, it's not like Kenyans.
No, we do.
The average Kenyan is like, Lupita won an Oscar. She did very well in one role.
Then why were we making noise that she's not, appearing?
There's an artificiality. It's because of the Hollywood artificiality. She's gotten into an international machine that is shielding her from people.
It's a machine.
Who genuinely are just easy. Kenyans are not celebrity lovers at all. At any level, even if you're Uhuru Kenyatta.
Oshin seems to disagree with that.
No, I'm not saying we don't care, Smith. I'm just saying that we'd just like her to be the Lupita that we used to know, because many people met her before, and she was girl next door. Very humble, very everything. So I'm just saying,
the thing is, okay, she was girl next door, but not anymore. She's an international star.
This is my point. And what does it mean to be an international star? Does it mean that you're like a rocket scientist? Did you fly to the moon? Did you create?
No, it means that now you're no longer accessible to everybody else. Remember, okay, I wish Eric was around, but remember him saying how you have to have a brand.
Yes.
She's now an international brand. And as a result, she cannot just be seen anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
You know, it would have been better if we recognized that she had a brand, but this brand was being forced down our throats.
Thank you.
Please recognize that this is an international star. Yes, we do.
Exactly.
We understand
that.
Then if you understand that, why is it so foreign to you that is the treatment she's having?
No, but
it's not foreign.
It's not foreign.
It's just that different.
Let me recognize you for your achievements without you having to tell me.
She hasn't told anybody, though.
The way people are being treated,
But that is how any other international star would be treated or would be treating other people during interviews.
That suddenly has been put on a chain, put in a kennel somewhere, then unleashed for walks in the neighborhood, and yet he just used to run around.
Let me distance myself from Smith's comments. I'm just saying, fine, she's an international star, but I would just, as a human being and not a star, when you're coming home, it would have been endearing for her to be a bit more accessible than she would be in Hollywood. But that's all I'm saying.
She has been accessible. She's done talks with kids.
No, she has not.
She's done all that stuff. But with the, press, honestly, I do not think it's a bad thing what she's doing, keeping that distance, because, like you said, it's building her brand up. It's the prestige, yeah.
Why is it building a
Number
brand?
I interviewed come on, you guys. I would do the same thing if I was her.
Well, I guess different strokes for different folks.
Genuinely. And I think I'm a very good social gauge. I've been around for quite a bit in this industry. And I'm yes,
it's okay, blow your trumpet, it's fine. Modesty is obviously something that is not running in that area there. Modesty does not exist,
yes.
Modesty stops here.
No, if I said I'm very modest, then
Julie is very right. It's not particularly endearing, but the worst thing is it seems very forced. The average Kenyan is not feeling that brand. They're just like, okay, Lupita is being kept there in her golden cage.
How is that forced? We celebrated when she won. I mean, and looking at Lupita, by the way, she's kept a very good track record in terms of her elegance, just a brand. Yes. So far, she's not even tripped. You know those ones where you say, okay, that dress, this time her hair, everything has just been on point.
What hair?
No.
Wow.
She doesn't have dreadlocks. Just because she doesn't have dreads, don't hit on the girl.
Just because your hair is longer than hers.
Don't hit on the girl, but yeah. It's the thing, she's...
And let me tell you, Smita, you'll face Kenyans and they will come down on you because right now, Kenyans love Lupita.
We love her, but we don't love her handlers. Her handlers are a bit too much.
Yeah, I love Lupita
I'm all
too.
for the way
How
she's
do you marry her? But I love her.
Okay.
Okay, so you all love Lupita.
Yes. So
but our Hollywood handlers wanatuletea uzungu mingi, which no one cares about, which is not endearing.
That's the one.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask Julie and Smita. Would you rather that she walks out of Kempinski and gets into your Kawaida cab and goes to Nakumatt, buys her, as in she's just accessible?
That would be clever. Actually, even if it was managed, careless how? Even Gina Kenyatta walks around like that. We are not saying careless how.
Somebody wants to assassinate her.
It's not about assassinating.
So
you are a public figure now internationally. You guys, come on, stop acting like just because she's Kenyan, she's not supposed to have that kind of status.
Celebrities in Los Angeles walking on the streets with their
but
kids?
those are papped. It's not like,
no, as in they're
blah,
not,
blah, blah.
Those are?
The paparazzi are going to follow them around and take those, but they obviously have their security people most of the time.
So we are not saying she doesn't have security.
Down the street doing their stuff,
we are not saying she claims a matatu and just goes around.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when Mutua Madheka used to be an upcoming photographer and he used to take his photos of Nairobi skylines and he used to sell them for cheaper. And now that he's made it, he's built his brand, he's big, everyone's like, oh yeah, Mutua is selling stuff for like so expensive. What happened to the stuff you used to sell? Like, you don't build yourself up so that you can be the same person you were who is accessible to everybody. You're at the same status. No, come on, you guys. So
does being a star mean that you become arrogant?
What was arrogant about that?
So. Okay, she's not arrogant.
She's warm and sweet.
But the machine around her.
I'm not saying she's arrogant. I'm saying that what does it mean to be a star? This is what I'm questioning.
Yes. This is a Kenyan way, which we haven't discovered.
She's not.
I'm not saying she's arrogant at all.
I'm so done with this conversation. You guys just don't get it.
Lupita is our first model. I get. Yeah, being a star is you make a lot of money, but there's a Mzungu superimposition. You get what I'm saying? There's a way Kenyans are confident enough to do things. This is our first international test, and right now, those guys, big fail. Because it's so Hollywood. It has not naturalized itself.
She's a Hollywood star, not a Riverwood star.
Yes.
She's a Kenyan, yes. But was she that big a star when she was in Kenya?
No, she wasn't.
No, that is where she got catapulted. Yes. She's public property internationally now. She's not just Kenyan. So you can't say, oh, when in Kenya, please bring yourself down.
She's public property, but then she's inaccessible. Yeah. So.
But when you are hiding, you are pretending you are in America or you're not around, and then you are around.
No,
all right. Let's move away from just that aspect and let's look at the bigger picture that she's now the World Elephant Ambassador.
Yes.
Something which she has loved. Well, we saw a clip where she was singing a song for elephants, I think when she was about, what, 5 years old. I don't know directly if we have that particular clip where she was singing. And also, I discovered that with her trip here, she can dance. The girl can get down.
She can move.
Yeah. She can move, yes. So at least now she's also putting Kenya on the spotlight now in regards to elephants.
Yes.
Which, of course, is an endangered species. So I'm sure that's a good thing. Julie, your comment.
That's fantastic. That's a very good thing. That's a very good way to use her brand.
Yeah, it's also what everybody does. Every Kenyan star, every international star comes here and adopts an elephant. But it's a good thing. Because we have guys in court who are, being charged with killing elephants, selling them for $500 million. Yeah, but everybody adopts an elephant.
All right, but it's still a good thing.
Story Moja 2013, I remember there was a Chinese actress. Her English was very weird. You know that now? No, I just had elephant. Yeah, at Story Moja. Some Chinese star, I forget her name. It was something like Ling Ming Ming. But she was at the Story Moja dinner 2013.
I am not right.
And then she cried. Then I had elephant. It's nothing new. But I'm glad we have a black star adopting a grey elephant.
Not a black star Kenyan.
Now you see, now she's become a Kenyan. You guys make up your mind. Is she Hollywood or is she Kenyan?
No, she's a Hollywood Kenyan star.
Okay, she's a
Hollywood.
You
guys are just trying to segregate.
She's a Mexican. Let's just say she's a Mexican.
You're worried. I'm claiming her for. I'm claiming her, Mimi. She's Somali.
Okay, so
since we're going that way.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the things that we must do. Is one of these days maybe we should go and do a selfie with an elephant. Remember even
John Kerry.
John Kerry came. So maybe that's another way of becoming a star, showing that you're a star.
Have you guys been to Sheldrick's Elephant Farm, Elephant Orphanage?
No.
It's one of the most beautiful experiences you will ever have. You have to go, and I guarantee you will not live there without adopting an elephant. Anytime I have friends from abroad, I tell them to go, especially the ones who have kids, so that the kids can cry for the elephants. It's amazing.
The only issue with that, Oshin, for me, is that if I adopt, my idea of adopting is
you're paying for its upkeep.
Exactly.
You pay a certain amount, and they take care of a baby elephant for you. They'll give you a portfolio with all the elephants they've rescued. They'll tell you their stories. This one was found in Laikipia. Its mother was killed like this, blah, blah, blah.
Why a baby elephant?
Those are endangered species.
Because they're an endangered species.
I don't think human beings are endangered species.
We need them in our country for I think it's a good thing to adopt. The only thing is, for me, the way I was brought up, my idea of adopting,
oh my God.
I go home with it.
So when you see those, in like a Cosmo, when you see those ads for adopt a dolphin today, where are you going to take that dolphin?
That's what I'm asking.
I have a fish bowl in the house.
Your bathtub.
On my bathtub, which I don't use.
A fish pool or a fish bowl?
No, I have a big bathtub, which I don't use. Because somebody told me that, I don't know how true it is, that apparently if men take warm baths, it can affect
circulation.
Circulation, that's
really?
the one. Circulation.
Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Apparently.
I don't know. I know if you take a cold shower,
is it cold shower?
It can cool you down.
All right. So hot shower heats you up.
Anyway.
All right, let's move away from Lupita. And one of the things that hit the headlines was, you two, can you behave, please?
He needs to behave. I'm putting up order.
One of the things that hit the headlines was the fact, or rather, there was, what was her name? The lady who got her man.
A car.
Laura Akunga. And she's even on the Nairobian today, on the headlines. And yeah, this Laura hit the headlines for being one of, well, showing 10 million worth of love. Smita, what do you think? Let me start with you.
I think that was very foolish.
Foolish?
Yeah, extremely foolish. Yeah? Because
good Lord.
You have so many skeletons in the cupboard. Yeah? The Asians who you promised things and took their 3 millions. Yeah? They've let you go, yeah, because they are scared. They don't do media. You owe KRA money, or KRA has never thought of you. Yeah? What's that guy called that, KRA? Njagarin.
Yeah, that one.
Njagarin is sitting in his office. Then suddenly Njagarin, that guy at
the
KRA,
commissioner or something.
The commissioner. Then he starts seeing you're trending, even Njagarin, yata sela nasoma complicated things, congratulating himself. Suddenly he's giving 10 million. What's all this? Then he finds out you're Laura. Then he's like, hey, benchmark. He's like, why haven't you paid your damn taxes? And then don't give away presents and advertise on social media if you have skeletons in your cupboard. I owe you money. It annoys people. So Mike, I owe you tunes. Then you're seeing me flashing there on social media. I'm somewhere on holiday and I'm boasting how I've given Julie.
Yeah.
Right? We are somewhere in Nigeria. But I'm boasting at I'm on holiday with Julie and I bought a jewelry worth 1 million.
So your take is that it was stupid because anajianika. Not the actual act, not the act of buying the 10 million car.
No problem, you can buy anything.
Even a plane if you want. Actually, it reminds me, what you're saying, it reminds me of a message that was going around not too long ago, and it was something to the effect, wewe kunona na ukona pesa zangu, hiyo ni madharau.
Asante.
You guys are
No, but if you're adding weight and you owe me money, hiyo ni madharau.
It's a problem.
So I should look stressed and worried, not that you find I owe you money. I'm there listening to Genius in a bar at 12:32, and I'm drinking expensive stuff.
So, but what does that have to do with giving her husband a nice gift?
It was foolish. Look at that car.
No, but that you missing the point. The point was that she bought for a woman, bought for a man a very expensive gift.
So what? The thought.
Now let's go back to the thoughts. Yeah. The fact that she did that is amazing because most people always of the mind state that a guy is the one who should spoil the girl, but it should go both ways. If you have the means, why not? I'm not saying buy your guy a $10 million car and then put it on social media. Just anything nice that you can do to spoil somebody And these women were saying, oh my God, blah, 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 would never do that. Or, oh, like, you know, maybe I should be a guy if there are girls like that out there. Why? Why don't you want to be that woman who's going to do that for your man? It's special.
And I think automatically what it also did, and I don't know what your take is on that, it put pressure because everybody on social media was like, so now let's see what the guy
will do in return.
Why? He doesn't have to match that or anything. You give to give. You don't give to receive, as far as I'm concerned.
There are many men watching you out there, and they're just thinking, that chick, that's the one we want.
07.
They're like, okay.
Gosh.
Should stop putting my phone number down there.
I would necessarily give a guy a car worth 10 million.
So be annoyed. Mike, I want to hear your take on this. May be annoyed because if you are the woman who's giving me that, at your 10 million car, I would rather then just buy me a flat, a house, or some land. I'll feel like she's frivolous at a certain
My take,
level.
to be very honest, I would not mind a 10 million car. However, so long as she gives me the permission to do...
Because your name is...
Yeah, the logbook, let's start with the logbook, but also the permission to do what I want with it.
Why would she
it's
not?
your car.
Why would she not?
Yeah, but no, she may have an issue that, like now, Smita says, I might think 10 million on a car right now is not what I want to do. Maybe I want to put it towards something else. Can I sell it?
What?
If it is my car.
What?
You see, exactly my point. You bought me the car, but you want to tie me down to using it.
It's like you buying me a diamond ring and then I pawn it because I want to buy a plot.
No, but let's face it, a diamond ring.
Wonderful.
No,
Julie, I think you're very smart.
No, it's a thought that counts, you people.
Emotion, but I'll say, now I'm a smart woman.
Oh, whatever.
I got carried away.
You see, now
We're
this
on
is
holiday.
why...
We have come back from a holiday in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. This is why women don't buy men gifts. Because what Mike is saying.
No. My logic. Okay, men are logical, women are emotional. Let's just agree on that first.
Yes.
So logically speaking, the minute you...
No, sorry.
No,
listen. Say it again.
Men are logical, women are...
Just for future reference.
Okay. I know that will be used against me. But now, the minute you drive that V, whatever it is, V12, V8, whatever, even if it's V16, the minute you drive it out of the showroom, its value goes down, pop, like that. So that's my logic.
But
with a diamond ring, it's different.
How?
With a diamond ring, it appreciates in value.
It's still a gift. The point is, I felt like I needed to buy you something nice and I bought it for you, and then you want to sell it?
I would.
Not sell it. I want permission. You've given it. It's my gift.
It's mine.
That's like saying...
If you buy me a suit, if you buy me a suit, it's up to me when I'm going to wear it.
Thank you.
But
no, but the wearing, like, oh, honey,
that's like saying...
this suit tomorrow when you're going to the office, or please wear it on your birthday. Like, you look so nice in that suit when we're going for dinner. Women are like that. We're going to tell you when to wear whatever we got you, or where to drive it. I'm going to put a tracker in that car, and the cameras all over the street. So when you're driving some other woman in the car that I bought you, no.
Here's my point. If that be the case, then really that gift is not for me. It's for you.
Yes.
No, it's for you. Enjoy it, but don't be enjoying it with other people.
So it doesn't buy me golden
no, that's personally.
No, if somebody gives you a car, you drive it. Cars are for driving.
No, but it was a nice gift. They already own a beautiful home, from what I've been reading about this lady. If it's about land, I'm sure they already have land. So it's a nice gift. It's a nice treat. I'm sure he can sell it if he wants to. I mean, bling bling money on a thing, obviously.
To pay his wife's tax.
Is that story true, though?
That's not confirmed.
That is not confirmed. However, there was also Zara, who apparently, I don't know how true this is, apparently she also bought her boyfriend Diamond Lamborghini.
But that people are the speculation that is his money. She didn't. It's not her money that she went. Like, let's say you and I are together, and you give me money, and I go like, oh, 50K. Here, have this nice watch. You bought it yourself, basically.
No, but that would still be something, given that the 50K has been given for you to splash out. Yeah. Then you decide to, let me just...
That is very thoughtful.
Yeah, it's not as impressive as our Kenyan lady here.
Men are from Mars, clearly.
And Mars is full of logic.
Yeah, it's logical.
Venus is emotional and hot.
And this world is built on logic.
And beautiful. And illuminating.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, but when you get very close, it burns the hell out of you.
That too.
More than Mars? Well, the red planet?
Yes. You want to argue planetary?
There's no water on Mars.
We put out the fires. We can discuss the makeup of Mars and of Venus.
Let's talk
after this nerd talk over breakfast.
Okay, yes. I think that conversation is just going to go south. Okay. So let's just change from there. Now that we're on musicians, Diamond apparently got, whether it's his money or her money, all the best. I'm sure many men would be sitting there thinking, ooh,
it was a Lamborghini or something.
Yeah, but is
that's too much.
Is that the trend nowadays?
Oh, there's the car. There's the car right there.
First of all, she said she did it because Kim did it for Kanye. So,
but you see, again, logically speaking, Kim and Kanye would be different in that. Where in TZ are you going to drive this car?
But Tanzanians have such cars. This is not the first one. Those guys have flashy cars. Those guys. I don't know if the roads are better than ours. I've never been to Tanzania.
The roads are more or less the same.
Then why do they always get these Lambos and Rolls Royces?
Nothing except
the Kiswahili.
We don't hate. I used to live in Tanzania. It's very nice.
That's because you found you are the sharpest there.
No, but she'd hate it if she was the sharpest there, though.
That's not fair. Can you retract that statement? But anyway.
You see, she's not getting it.
No. The line, there was a line here. There was a line drawn right here.
You're so bad.
20 seconds later,
you're so bad.
It's called slow response, but anyway. Maybe she's also not a morning person.
She's called Einstein in Tanzania. Julia Einstein, that's her nickname.
If I was Nairobi and I'm that slow, then that's not a good thing, but anyway.
Okay, so now that you're on musicians, Sauti Sol unfortunately didn't make it to win the BET Awards, which was, I'm sure, very sad for many. Well, not very sad, but we wish they had won.
Unfortunately. Yes.
Then we can also boast Lupita, Sauti Sol.
And then they can come back as international stars.
Then they can also become inaccessible.
Elephants.
More than 4.
Now they come back and just
to adopt one each. Can I adopt more than one?
This adopting elephants thing is going a bit too far.
So Sauti Sol,
it's amazing.
We just have to come and hang out with people like Julie and Smita.
Just normal folks. Go to the mall, take a cab, normal stuff.
They won't have a record squad around them. That's what you're trying to do.
You know, if they get to that... boys are fit. They don't need no record squad. They don't kick your ass by themselves.
Good one. Anyway, that's Sauti Sol. And apparently they also didn't do a very good performance. I think they had a concert.
They had a concert, I think, for all the African stars were supposed to perform, and then all the rest didn't turn up. So it was just Sauti Sol, and their set was 15 minutes long. So they did their set, and then that was it. So guys are like, where's the rest of it? But I don't think it was their fault.
Is it because they were not prepared?
No. The other people just didn't turn up for some reason. So they were left holding the baby and the bathwater.
That's beautifully put.
Wow, you two agree on something. We're making progress. By the time we get to the end of the show, hopefully
we'll be holding hands and skipping.
We'll walk out holding hands.
You're always thinking Sauti Sol either getting late or not prepared.
No, it's not. It's just what I read through. And personally, I think they're doing very well. But it is also very difficult to keep your game up there permanently. And that's why I look at Lupita and think, okay, she's doing well. Because her game has been up there throughout.
Her game has not been up there. Lupita is managed, and we are getting the images throughout.
But so are Sauti Sol, and that's why they've been performing so much better and getting all these bigger gigs nowadays. Management. Marek, by the way, shout out, you're doing an amazing job with these boys. But since he took over, wow.
They're doing Marek, but there is a distinct difference between
he's not Bulgarian.
He's
from, is it
Czechoslovakia?
Czechoslovakia collapsed.
Czech Republic, that one. Thank you. I'm an old soul, leave me alone. I haven't woken up yet. Give me a break.
It's Ramadan. Happy Ramadan.
Thank you.
All right. So apparently, hopefully they're going to keep up, and they're also, I think, on their way for, is it the MTV?
The Mama
Awards. Yes. So we'll wait and see how that goes.
Let's vote.
And Mama Awards, and Jose Chameleon is nominated.
For the Icon Award or something, yes?
Evolutionary Award. Jose Chameleon. Evolutionary Award category.
Never get over that.
That sounds so leaky.
It's like the Lifetime Achievement something.
Evolutionary.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he deserves it. He's been that
sounds like an archaeological award.
Been around for a minute and he has done really well.
Richard Leakey up for Evolutionary Award.
No, but honestly speaking, I don't know what an evolutionary award is musically speaking.
I think I read something about it.
Maybe his music has evolved.
Yeah. How?
From I don't know.
Genius should tell us.
They're patting him on the back for being around for a long time. And
he's involved with the times, the music.
Why are we suffering when DJ Genius is here? Genius, what's evolutionary award?
Yes.
I think he has been there.
Yeah, so I was right, he's evolved.
Yeah.
You know, like the story of evolution, once like this and you keep standing. So now, so he's been coming up and now.
Homo erectus.
I don't know if.
Homo erectus was my favorite. I used to laugh.
We won't ask you
Of
why.
course.
Yes.
Smith.
Let it go.
You stand up straight, right?
Homo erectus. Yeah, because he could stand up straight.
Yeah, like
someone is not
things.
getting the evolutionary award.
Anyway, yeah, he was also cleared of murder. Apparently, he had been accused of murder some time ago, and this Chameleon. Yeah, and,
murder?
Yes, murder. And this was because of some person who died in one of his houses, which was torched or something. But he's now been cleared, so
But
at least
weird things happen around music, Chameleon.
Yes, it's
Always. Yeah, if he's not dreaming and jumping off second floor balconies, I think someone has bewitched him.
he's evolving.
No, but that
he's
happens.
evolving.
He's evolving.
He's beating the bewitchment.
was it his brother
People
that...
his brother is shot dead.
Yeah.
People are murdered in his house. Just weird things going around.
There's a time he had done a song that was also very weird.
That was my favorite.
That was your
Done in
favorite
a
song.
church and then they had like ghosts.
What is the song
It was
called?
a
I tried to remember what song it was. I tried to. It had all sorts of. It looked
Illuminati
very,
stuff happening.
Yeah, nasty stuff. There was blood and gore.
I don't
all
like
over.
those things. I don't know. I just
Have you seen the trailer for
Sometimes it
Rihanna's
looks-
new video?
I love. Oh my God! Can we get into that? Oh my God!
What do you say, Chameleon needs?
I don't know. I think this is a song. I think that's the one, if I'm not wrong. If I
What is
remember.
the song called?
I mean, for me, I watched it
Rihanna's?
just once and
No,
I was
this
done.
one.
Oh, the under shoe.
Tubonge.
Beautiful, yeah.
This one.
Acha tusikize.
Is it this one? What song was it?
Ningependa nikuone nikupe vyote vyangu, nikupe chochote unachotaka, chochote upate, lakini sina namna ya kukupata. Ungekuwa nafasi unaishi ati niko mbali bibi, ningekuja nikuone wewe. Ungekuwa na nambari ya simu Facebook.
Okay, well, we didn't get to the part that I was waiting for. There's like a place where there are two spirits, you know,
the
just
spirit. It seems
flying
like
all
that
over.
church.
Yeah. So anyway, Jose Chameleon, all the best. And
There it is.
or the part where there are funny things. If you'd like to vote for him, it's hashtag Evolution Chameleon.
Why is
If you'd
there
like to
like
vote for him, and yeah, that's for MTV Mama Awards. All right, moving on now. Octopizzo. Back
Octo.
here.
Sorry, it's freaking me out.
Told you it's freaky.
I'm a scaredy cat. I don't do horror.
It's freaky. Yeah.
I'm a rock fan.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
What is that all
No,
about?
he's saying like he's come
Illuminati.
close to death, and now he's like, even his braids are like ghosts and everything. It's very
Billahi.
artistic. Like he's marrying a corpse.
It's very
But there are
artistic.
other ways you can
A
get that
corpse
message.
bride.
Why would you
Why is that
marry
artistic?
a corpse?
What? No, like you've come close to death and you've
Is it
beaten
over?
it. And he has.
So then you're still marrying a corpse.
Like you are wedded to death, but then in the end he's divorced from it and he comes back to life.
Okay.
And that's what's happening
That's so
in his
deep.
life.
That is like really deep, and it's a music video. I mean, come on.
So now you're getting married to a ghost in church.
Yes. Okay.
It's
you,
art.
You guys
You know,
clearly are
it's
not
art.
into
It's
rock.
art.
No, it's not even about rock. Let's just say that's what he's probably going to win this thing, evolution, because that's pure evolution. I mean, I just don't get it.
That's a whole other
Bride
level.
of Frankenstein.
I just don't. But all the best, Chameleon, if you're watching, and yeah, wish you all the best. All right, let's move on to Octopizzo, and apparently he's in a hip hop magazine as one of the best rap stars in Africa. 20 top hip hop artists.
In
Yeah,
Africa.
20, which includes he's the only Kenyan in that particular magazine. So your take on that, Oshin? You seem to be.
He's really good. Don't get me wrong. Octopizzo is amazing when he spits, but I'm surprised he's the only Kenyan. Like Bamboo is back, you guys. Why is he not there? Bamboo is an amazing lyricist and an amazing rapper.
Bamboo
Say what
can't
you
make
will.
up his mind.
What does the poet say about him being an amazing
I'm talking about
lyricist?
lyricist and rapper. Whatever his mind is at, if it's gospel, if it's straight up hip hop, if it whatever it is, he does a great job.
When we talk about
am I the only one? Great, Genius, you're with me, yeah?
But Bamboo, thank you. Really, I feel like we're in a set like it's July 3rd, 2005. Like this conversation
back in the day.
So
dated.
In fact, we should I'll go to the newspaper and we'll be talking about oranges and bananas on the headline. How we'll vote later on this year in the referendum for the Constitution.
Why? Because you feel Bamboo has
evolutionary awards because of
Bamboo is so 2005. That's what I'm saying.
Oh. Bamboo, I guess
Chelsea's just won its first Premier League.
Chelsea had to come into this. Let's just stick to music.
No, but Octo, I don't think Octo, I don't know. He's a good rapper, I guess, but as a lyricist, like you're saying, he's commercialized in a very strange way.
No, I said he spits well. I didn't talk about his lyrics.
No, I'm talking
about Bamboo.
Yeah, Bamboo is a good lyricist.
Yes.
Compared to Octo, Octo is commercial.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's like a hip hop.
Wait, but what's the if you're commercial?
As
that
in art,
means you're good at selling yourself. Like
yes,
Lupita.
that is why
he sells himself and he sells his songs, but his art is not very artistic. If I can say that, it's evolving.
But you see, how will South Africa know about Bamboo if it's not?
That's why they probably don't know about Bamboo because Octo is commercial, so they can hear him on radio, or they stream and listen to him. Forget who?
Bamboo. We are talking about Octopizzo. What's happening?
But again,
his lifestyle changes. He came out from the ghetto great. Then he had this wonderful in-between plateau. This period where he's like, still hardcore and so on. But now your life, you're mzungu sana. Imeanza kuingia kwa wimbo.
Sasa mzungu ametoka wapi wa jamii?
Oh, you are paying mzungu. I'm a celebrity.
You have an issue with wazungu.
No, I don't have issues with wazungu. Some white people are among my best friends.
Oh God, the token white person. All right.
But it's sort of like you can see his lifestyle and his music is evolving along. Yeah, Genius can probably bear new testimony, yeah? And then it's starting to show in his songs.
It's very fun.
So you think Octopizzo should have even been the one elected? I mean, selected for the evolutionary award from what you're saying.
But he's selling his music in a mainstream hip-hop kind of way, which is what a lot of people want to listen to. Only the hardcore hip-hop fans want to listen to something that is not so commercialized.
But then again, Oshin, when it comes to commercial, when it comes to music, I keep hearing you saying Bamboo is a good lyricist, but at the end of the day, he may appeal to your emotional, lyrics. Yeah, we're back to that. But at the end of the day, logically speaking, he needs to sell the music.
Yes, he does. That is agreed. And I'm saying probably because Octopizzo is so commercialized and is, out there, that is why he's made the list and Bamboo hasn't. And that's why Kaka Sungura hasn't. Oh, I missed Adhiambo and I say Kaka Sungura. Anyway, yes. So congratulations to him.
Something we should know. Adis. What's this about Kaka's rabbit?
Rabbit, the rapper.
Yes.
Nice, Kakasungura.
Yes.
Or Kaka King.
All right, moving on. Still on musicians. In the news this week, we had Jaguar saying he'll resign. Of course, now this is a new heart for him. And he said that he's going to resign if the corruption in NACADA continues. So, Julie, I don't know what you feel about that. Do you think he's doing a good job? Again, he's been put there to do something. So when you resign, are you really doing us justice?
What was he put there to do, number one? Number two, he's been there for 2 seconds, and he's already quitting. What does that say about the guy, surely? It's not a very good show. Whatever was happening.
You don't think that was a good move for him to actually put his foot down and say, unless something is done? Maybe it's just to create attention. But it's another way of protesting.
Maybe he has a new single about to drop or something. Maybe he's looking for publicity because I just don't get it. It's too short. He should have stayed for like maybe a month, 2 months, seen exactly what was happening and then made some kind of informed statement or decision. And then he came out guns blazing at everybody. It just seemed so random. Okay. I didn't understand it.
By the way, I tried to get him, and direct, I don't know, I know this would be off the cuff. I don't know if it would be possible to get him on phone, because it would be really nice to talk to him. As he tries, no, not your phone. We have one, no, not yours. Smita, we don't need yours. I doubt it even has airtime. But anyway,
but it has the number. That's what he's trying to prove.
Oh, yes, we missed the point.
But
you have his number.
Yes, men are logical. That's a very logical insult, Mike.
Your take, Smita. Your take, Smita.
Okay, I'm going to reach Jaguar later. But anyway.
Director, if you're able to get him on phone, that would be really good. But if not, he'll try and get him.
Wonderful. Yeah. Director gets him. Then I don't need to have a song.
We know you have his number, but anyway,
but
your take.
Okay, asante sana. Now, my take is that I think it's a good thing you did it because we have got all those guys falling apart in Central Province and other places. And then you come in, this agency has lost like 99 million shillings. You know, it's like the rap song. I got 99 million, but
NACADA ain't one.
NACADA is all of them.
That's good. So I think it's
all the problems.
And even if it's attention, foot stamping, it's a good thing he's kicking up a big fuss because it's like, I'll resign if this and stop.
First of all, does it make any kind of impact if he resigns? Does it change anything?
Yes, it will change.
No,
I'm just wondering.
Sorry, I'm just wondering.
As Wayua said, he will go back to music. That was so hilarious. Not very polite, but very hilarious.
No, me, I'm with Jag on that one. At least.
Oshino, what's your take? You think it was a good move?
I really don't know whether it was a good move.
Actually...
I'm with her. I do not understand what that is going on with NACADA, with Mutudho, with Jaguar. It's
okay, the issue is that there's some money which has been disappearing, and according to what Jaguar was saying, he was told there are two ways to deal with it. You either play ball or you get out. So he says
so just Kenyan politics, basically. Either you play ball or you step aside, step down, swerve, whatever we say.
Find like a huge
for him, he's stepping down on integrity issues. If we cannot sort this thing out, I don't want to be part of a board that is not straightforward with public funds.
Did he try and sort things out, or he just said...
maybe that's one way of trying to sort it out.
Can't handle.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
But he should have known it was a state agency. There was bound to be something fishy somewhere.
So you think he should stick in there and
just enjoy the smell?
If he cares so much, he should try and get to the bottom of it in his capacity within NACADA. Yeah, not so now. Okay, fine. So he steps down, does what? Writes a song about it.
Probably, yeah.
And then what problem will that solve?
Or maybe that's a remix.
He will spend money to address this issue instead of
a rap version.
Come on.
Yeah, so
the ladies clearly feel that he was just there for 2 seconds, and that he ought really to have stayed a bit longer.
He should have manned up and done something. Yes.
Yeah? Me and Michael being dudes, you know, if you Reynolds smells from far, sometimes you say, I don't want to stay here even for 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
You'd rather use nature.
On a logical plane.
Yeah, maybe
that, my friends, is
watering the nation. Anyway,
so
Jack, in case you're watching, and I know he watches Morning Express, and in case you're watching, well, maybe you could stay in there a little bit longer and try and sort things out. Quitting might not be... But anyway, it's really at the end of the day up to him. But yeah, it might be an idea to just stay longer and find out whether it can be sorted out from the inside. After all, Mr. President, had a lot of confidence putting you there to sort things out. All right, let's move on to something else. And it was interesting, was it yesterday or the day before, the CBK governor, again, on the headlines. And this time, not because he's not married or whatever, but he refused the perks that come with the job.
Mashallah. I say good for him. We need such people out there.
We need more of those.
Yes, we
do.
need
more Opus Dei.
No, I don't know about that.
More
that is his personal style, and that's his religion. He's chosen to live the minimalist life that they do. He's married to the church apparently, and most of his funds go there, and they take care of him and all that stuff. So he wouldn't need the perks if he does have that kind of relationship with his church.
That's true.
So you're okay with that, eh?
I think refreshing is different. Too much of a pack country, genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, from just chase cars and all, it's a terrible big man culture. Yeah. I liked the way William Tunga has been operating.
Backing the trend and trying to just be.
We should become more like European places.
Okay. Yeah. So at least it's good to see somebody who's got the opportunity but not taking advantage of it to rip off whatever benefits come with it and remaining, level-headed.
Plus, you already have such a big salary. Yeah. What do you need benefits for?
And
Well, and he gives it away.
Yeah, so he's good. He's a single man. He doesn't have a lot that he needs that the church
can
provide.
So our politicians really should borrow a leaf from this and learn.
They should be
teach them borrow a leaf. They should just take that leaf and run with it, man.
With their marriages, they can become supernumeraries, so that they just become more enlightened. But there's a spirituality. I'm not saying to poverty, but to doing with less.
Is it so much Opus Dei, or is it just being principled generally? Which maybe is why even Jaguar is saying, you know what, my principles don't allow me to be in an institution
Mike,
like this.
You can either be Opus Dei, like our friend the governor, or you can be Opus Dei, like our MPs and big whatever. We are too much Opus Dei.
I think it's Opus Dei for the governor more than anything else. I don't know him on a personal level. Probably he's a nice guy and principled and everything else. But I know the principles or the structure of Opus Dei is that minimalism and servant leadership, and just living your life in service to others.
There's that MP who also takes like a mat. I'm not saying everyone should take a mat and so on.
Which one?
I like that. There's an MP from Central. He was covered. You see, we don't.
Was he taking a mat because he wanted to, or he was saving money? I mean,
see how cynical they've made us.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to meet that MP who was taking a mat and find out what it was all about. What I'd
like is Laura Akunga to sit down with the CBK governor, and then we'd have, because they represent sort of the spectrum in
two
these
spectrums.
Countries. Yeah, two spectrums.
No, but with Laura, she just loved.
Laura was a giver. I don't see how that's related to the governor.
The CBK governor.
Even genius is laughing.
Wait, she'll tell the governor, oh, get the perks. So you'll have more money to spend on people.
Okay, last story before we go to international. Uhuru was voted President of the Year, Africa.
Yay!
You think he deserves it? Deserved it?
Personally, I love Uhuru.
Genius says yes.
He's a nice guy. He's very pleasant.
Although somebody was saying, look at the competition, you have al-Bashir.
Mugabe.
You have Mugabe. You
have the guy in Gambia who's been there for like 55
So it's basically
years.
a tallest dwarf competition here, and he just happened to tower over them.
Relatively speaking, he's the
But
best
he's an amazing guy, and he's been a good people
there we have
person.
It. I like he's receiving his award.
Being a people's person, though, does that make you a good president?
I'm just saying some of the things that might have contributed to him being president of the year, or just
okay, Uhuru is trying. Let's just say he's trying.
He's very charismatic, also, mashallah.
Charismatic.
He might be charismatic.
You might get
so many people just
job of. No, there's charisma.
Really?
Uhuru is
so
eloquent,
charismatic.
and we are not used to people. I mean, we have had clever presidents who speak very slowly and say things like, kumbaf and so on.
Oh God.
But Uhuru is just eloquent. He's a boy. He's a Nairobi boy who was educated.
Are you saying he's not?
So he's eloquent. I like it, but charisma. I think
he's charismatic.
He has a presence.
Yeah. Mr. Lakini nikipata pia siwezi kataa. Yeah, director of communications for Garissa. It's fine.
So you're going.
Garissa is fine. I will transform it.
Why don't you think he's charismatic?
That is very racist of you.
Charisma is a... we are typing. I say everything in jest. You're the best.
Even that was just,
why answer the question?
Yes. Charisma is what you reserve for people like Barack when they make those speeches. Charisma was like Nelson Mandela. We should have a super high standard for charisma, not just mere eloquence. Yeah. But I'm glad he's won that award. He's done a lot these past 6 months. Yeah, he's really, really been busy. Once those shackles of ICC got off him, he's been busy. And I also congratulate, Raila should have got an opposition leader of the year award because he's out in the cold, but he's still making a lot of noise.
Because he's still opposing.
So I like that.
That's his job.
Yeah, that's the job. We need checks and balances.
I think we'll wrap it up right there on Hot Topics locally. We'll take a short break and we'll come back on international.
And someone nominate her for something.
Hot Topics. Yeah, soon maybe we'll have on our panel for State of the Nation or something.
We should. I've done lifestyle. Let's do all the rest. Let's be.
That's Oshin campaigning. Anyway, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with international Hot Topics. This is Morning Express you're watching. And do remember later on we'll also have our Friday chat coming up. I'll give you details on that as we go along. But for now, let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the international Hot Topics. Smita. You are on Morning Express. This morning, it is the 3rd day of July 2015. You guys have no idea what work I have to do, and Smith is in the studio. But anyway, Hot Topics is where we're at, and we'd like to do this very quickly because we need to go to a Friday chat and international hot topics. Let's start with Barack Obama. He had a heckler, and he stood his ground and decided, you know what, I'm not going to have you. And I love the fact that, anyway, let me not preempt it. Director, I think we have that clip. If we can just play it. In case you don't know what we're talking about.
You're not going to get a good response from me by interrupting me like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No. Shame on you. You shouldn't be doing this. Come on. Can we escort this person out? Come on. You can either stay and be quiet, or we'll have to take you out. All right. Can we have this person removed, please? Come on. Come on. Come on.
All right. That's a heckler who was in Obama's house. Now, your take, Oshin, how he handled it? Is that how to handle
well, yes, you're a human being. I don't care if you're the president of Mars. You're going to get very, very irked if somebody interrupts you when you're making a speech, especially if it's something that touches upon that person's life, like the heckler. Yeah? But so far, the person was trying to get their message across in the wrong way.
If that, for example, had happened in Kenya, and remember at some point, the former president, I think there was one of his drivers who was reversing when he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
So I don't know what language would have been used.
Kumbafu, like, why are you thinking about it? That is it.
Yeah.
But in Obama's case, I was just like, you know, at least it was just a heckler. It wasn't a shoe. I don't know if his reflexes are as good as Bush. Like, if he can swerve.
Bush was a dodgy character.
Yeah, he's like a dodge.
Literally dodgy.
And Biden's expression was like,
oh my God.
Wahala, is this level?
Smita, your take on it.
I like the way Obama generally handles like hecklers. It's in a very African way. There's a time he even told some.
Do you think that was charismatic enough?
It's not charismatic. It's just firm. And sometimes he's told hecklers in the past, he said, we're not going to solve America's problems by yelling. We are doing the hard work. You're just standing there shouting, which is true of a lot of life. People just shout. But you know what my favorite part is? Hearing all those Mzungus shouting a low name. Obama! 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 And when it comes
back to ownership for you.
Allowed to line up
and shout Obama
and
as well.
shout Obama.
Obama as he passes.
When Mombasa Road will be closed.
Julie. Smita.
In the beginning of that clip, he actually told the guy, this is my house.
Yes.
And that was really cool because the White House is actually his house at the moment.
It's his house, it's the Black House.
It's the Black House. And I think it's his last year, I think. I think the elections are next year. So I think he's getting more, he's almost like, you know, to hell with it. I'm going to say what I think now. And he should have done that because very often he accommodates hecklers. Then he's very polite and he listens to what they have to say, but this time he's like, But
there was nothing impolite about how he handled it.
No.
It was just very firm, and you're not going to do that in front of me while I'm trying to talk.
Normally he would just listen.
Bye, Felicia, or whatever it is they say on that show with the
And there's nothing wrong with being firm, you know, with being firm and just saying as it is, you know.
Yeah, but usually he would listen. He would just be like, he'd listen to what the heckler has to say, but this time it's like, no, I'm not listening. You know, I don't have to listen.
But I should was Vladimir Putin. You'd be in a prison called.
Don't even go far. There was one gentleman, I try to remember his name, during an ODM function who was frog matched very quickly.
So at
the point where Obama was saying, please get the escort
this
not the language,
gentleman
escort.
out.
In Kenya, I don't think
get out of here.
One person knows all about being escorted.
He's been escorted several times. All right, now there's also, this was Obama talking to a heckler, but now there's another incident here, and Donald Trump was fired from...
The Apprentice, I think.
No, from NBC. His show.
Yeah, it was time for him to be told, you are fired.
Yay.
And this is because he, used inappropriate language by calling all Mexican immigrants rapists
and killers
and drug runners and killers.
And he's going to build a wall between Mexico and the United States of America.
Ooh.
Like, why?
Did he get the idea from Kenya, building a wall between Somalia and Kenya? Maybe, I don't know.
First of all, we'll discuss that later about where the boundary actually is. I have issues. But
I know my boundaries right
but
here, so.
you don't go there and talk such disrespectful things on international TV. So many of your voters are probably going to be Mexican immigrants who have become potential voters if you actually do make it into the main race.
Right.
Mexicans who have become Americans or born into America and all that stuff. You know, can't be that careless, that crass with your language. You get fired from TV, that's not even the biggest deal.
So that's classically the difference between Obama being firm and assertive and somebody just being careless with his mouth.
Someone just being rude.
Somebody feeling very entitled. I'm big, I'm white, I'm rich, I am going to say what I want about everybody else, and you're going to listen to me and nothing is going to happen. Because why? I'm rich.
I don't
Remember
think
how
that's
I finished?
But now he won't be rich anymore because he's been fired from The Apprentice.
No, he'll be rich
from
because his wealth. I wish he would stop being rich. He'll still be very wealthy, but he's going to lose that oxygen which Trump loves, him and that to pay on his head of fame. It's going to be reduced.
Popularity. He'll become more famous because of this.
No, but he won't have a TV show.
But he'll get one. He'll probably get a reality show now.
Miss America has been picked up by another network, by the way, because unfortunately there are going to be stations that will do anything to make the money. They don't care about the ethics.
But are we taking him seriously, for real?
About
you have to
take him seriously
on
what he said.
What he said. No, the thing is, as a public figure, I think there's some things you just cannot say.
That's why I honestly believe that he does it on purpose. I think it's some kind of entertainment sideshow, something during election time.
Maybe he should be featured on the Kardashians or something.
He'd probably call them.
Pretty sure you'll get a reality show now.
Weird names as well, and diss them for associating with black people.
I don't think we should take him seriously at all. I think it's just a game for him.
I think it's a very bad game because
it's not a game. He's serious. He's been ambitious about it for a long time.
No, about the presidency maybe.
When people talk about any minorities, in Kenya it turns me off. When guys say Somalis this and that, when guys say Mexicans this and that, when in South Africa people say Zimbabweans this and that, that xenophobia is not entertaining.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed, and everybody knows this.
Some of us draw the line, and our lines are pretty low down, but it's very, very negative.
It is
calling
negative.
every Mexican you're a drug dealer,
even
who are the main killers and rapists in the United States of America?
We need to move on because time is not on our side. All right, we have the pulse. Let's go to the pulse. I know there was something about Rihanna, but we'll wait for the song to be released.
It's been released.
The pulse. Starting off first of all with the and Stevens, where are you? You were supposed to be here this morning.
Oops. Stevens disappeared.
He just disappeared. But anyway, I understand there's a lot of traffic out there. I don't know what's going on.
But in Masaku, he wants to get there early.
Oh, the Masaku Sevens,
yes,
which is one of the things that and it's there. We cannot ignore the first, the cover page. Because this time they got it spot on.
Yes, it's not. It's not.
Yes. And another thing. I mean,
it is not
half naked tumbo cut things happening.
And you don't have to be half naked to be elegant. All right, Masaku. We'll just look at one story. Masaku Sevens is coming up. Smith, are you going for Masaku Sevens?
No, actually, I'll be in Coast tomorrow, trying to see the state of if the Britons have come back.
Oh, they were supposed to be coming back?
Yeah, see, to do what? The travel advisory was lifted.
The tourists.
So I'm going to do a survey. And then I'll tell you if the British are back.
Is that what they're calling?
That's a good excuse for a vacation.
Just absolutely.
And we are hoping that the Masaku Sevens are not going to be, of course, they've done a lot to ensure that it doesn't go down negatively like it did last time. So they actually start today, all the way to the 5th. Oshin, might you be making an appearance there?
Unfortunately not. I have not been to a rugby game since 2010.
Oh my God, what do you do with your during your, that came out wrong. What do you do during your free time?
I'm fasting. Yeah?
Okay, Masaku Sevens coming up. Let's move on to the Nairobian. Literally.
You want to? I think you need a late night show, Mike.
What do you do? To yourself or with yourself? Or?
There is the story, which is the main story. How 10 million car woman conned me, says the tycoon. Although when you read this story, and I don't want to preempt so that you make sure you get yourself the Nairobian, I have issues with this particular guy coming out now to say how she owes him money, yet there seems to have been very unofficial transfer monies.
I'll just say hashtag BBHMM.
Huh?
That one.
Better have my money. Rihanna's song.
And if this was a guy who had given his wife a car, no one would have asked him about anything. That's
yeah, it's unfortunate
if she
how
was
it's
a guy
spiraled.
and the husband had given his wife a car, no one would have questioned where the money came from.
No, where does the gender politics come?
That's where, this is where it's coming in. Why are people asking her where she found her money, where she got her money?
No, the Asian here.
And why is the Asian coming out now?
Asian, why not? Because he's seen her running around
the way
flashing.
people do it, though.
It's
How
the
many,
principle. If you owe me money, I might be quiet. Eh?
How many
But
men
Julie,
owe
I'll show
money
you
and have given their wives things that people know about?
Their wives, their girlfriends,
and
their
girlfriends. And people ask them where.
Okay.
As lawyers say, let's stick to the issue.
The issue here is
Let us
if
the
this
question
woman
and
was
we
a
answer
man,
it.
this would not have happened.
Let us not preempt the story so that everybody will buy the Nairobian.
Yes.
We go back to what we had said earlier. Ukinona na uko na pesa zangu.
Madharau.
And better make sure you're not a woman while you're not lying.
Better have my
As we finish hot topics,
Today's lesson for the day from Mike. Ukinona na uko na pesa yangu.
Madharau.
Hiyo ni madharau.
Especially kama wewe ni mwanamke.
Kuna sasa mwanamke ametoka wapi wa jamii? Kunaona anybody. Anyway, as we finish hot topics, Oshin, what are you doing over the weekend?
Woman rep.
I don't know, really. I told you, I'm not yet awake.
You're not yet awake.
No,
Smita, weekend, Mombasa.
Bamburi.
That's where you're
Britons.
So with Britons. So anybody wants the
I heard
autograph,
with
they can
And
Britons.
he's very accessible.
Britons. I said Britons, she said, okay, maybe it's Britons.
Yeah, Britons.
Suicide by the seaside. It's suicide by the seaside.
And it's suicide, not suicide.
Not suicide. It's not suicide.
Mr. Poet. Julie, what are you up to over the weekend?
Not masakus.
You're not doing Masaku Sevens. No. Why not? How come not?
I like wearing my clothes. You know, I've gotten used to wearing clothes.
No, but now there are people who are going people are actually going to be going with clothes. This time there is no clothes removing. And now that there's a crackdown on alcohol, hopefully there'll not be that much alcohol.
No, only on second generation. You can still drink Smirnoffs.
Yeah, and your
you can't just drink the
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us on Hot Topics this morning. With us, we had Oshin, who is a blogger. And yeah, keep blogging about us. We're happy about that.
I will do.
Yeah. Sorry?
I was doing a Khloe Kardashian accent.
Oh, yeah.
Smita, who is a poet, a human being, noisemaker, blah, 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 all those things put together. And Julie Masiga, who is a revised editor. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Michael, for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, may you not keep hearing voices.
Michael, this is where you be like Obama.
We are going to take a short break and quiet. DJ Genius, please put the microphones off. DJ Genius is giving us some music before we come back with our Friday chat. Stand by, that's coming up.